What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Friends Next Door. This is Quan.
It's Dan.
It's Mia.
It's Thomas.
All right, guys. Guys, this is the last episode of the season, of the year for us.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Of
How do we feel?
2022.
2022 is over, which is crazy.
I was just telling Thomas like 10 minutes ago how I feel like I cannot react fast enough to December.
Oh, yeah.
And then all
You
of a
blink,
sudden
it's gone.
it's
crazy.
It's insane.
It's weird that when you're young, you look forward to New Year because you're like, yeah, I'm 1 year older.
Just like how you look forward to birthdays.
Yeah, and then like when you're older, you're just like the opposite. Like, oh my god, I cannot believe a year went by. And what's the most depressing sometimes is like you look back and you're like, oh, I didn't do all the things I wanted to do.
That's fair. That's fair.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, when you're
Right.
older, you're counting down to retirement.
Yeah.
And then to
I was
death.
going to say death.
Well, retirement comes first, hopefully, you know.
Or
Hopefully.
like, dang,
Yeah.
got to pay taxes again. Like, just a lot of things that you don't look forward to that's happening over and over.
Yeah, I think
You know?
it can be really easy to first look to, oh, I wish I did this year, or I should have done this year. But I think since it's the end of the year and it's our last episode, we're
Yeah.
going to make this kind of like a reflection and forward-looking episode, because I do think you're right, Dan. I think the first things I think sometimes we can think of is, oh, I should have done this. But let's maybe spend some time to see, like, what did we accomplish this year?
Yeah.
What did we learn this year? And then also make it forward thinking of like, and
Yeah.
what would we like to do, areas where we'd like to improve, or areas where we'd like to stop doing something.
Or start doing something.
and improve on what you're already doing well.
Yeah.
So that's kind of going to be the theme of this episode, just to kind of like talk about us individually, reflect on our year, the good and the bad, and forward looking for us individually and as like a group, as a podcast.
Sweet.
Where we'd like to go.
Love it.
I like how we're putting everything on the record just
I
so
know.
that we're holding
I
ourselves
know.
accountable.
Accountability is a big one. Accountability. It's okay. We can set stretch goals. You can set stretch goals and not meet them. You can be ambitious,
Yeah.
and you can be. There'll be an ambitious category, and then there can be a reality category.
I feel like, isn't there a saying like if you shoot something
moon?
Yeah, then you no.
No.
Shoot for the stars.
Stars, you land on the moon.
There you go.
Yes, something like that.
Or
That's
some
something-
other planet.
No, truly, that's something. That's something I feel
Yeah.
like was a theme of my year this year,
Yeah.
where I realized like, I think it can be really discouraging sometimes, where you're like, dang, I shot for the stars,
Yeah.
and I landed in the sky. I think that like it's too. We talked about this on other episodes where like we can't overcome. Go check it out. Of like it can if you're trying to be ambitious, it's a lot of the times it might feel sucky, but doesn't mean that you didn't do good work. And I think something I realized this year at work and in life. Yes, Mia. No, in work and in life.
I just had a thought. Okay.
well,
Continue.
I want to hear it.
Yeah.
Is like truly, if you want to achieve anything as near as you want to be good at, you got to shoot for way more.
Right.
Or else, I often find if you shoot for the sky, you will land in the dirt. So at least if you shoot for the stars, you'll land in the sky.
Why are you
Thomas
making
is
those
scared.
faces?
No, I mean,
Thomas,
I
Mia,
always
what do
tell
you think?
people the key to happiness is low
Low
expectations.
Oh
expectations.
yes, and that's opposite. So my
Yeah.
one of my themes is opposite of Thomas's life.
Thomas is like, if you shoot for the dirt, you'll end up
you're
in the dirt.
But you will be happy about it.
Listen,
Right.
aim high but shoot low.
Right.
What?
Wait, that's different than that's up. Isn't that?
No,
That's
what
what I
you're
would
saying
say.
is
That's
aim
what I would
low.
say.
Aim low.
Aim low, shoot low.
Shoot. Yeah.
No, aim low and then you'll shoot low or above low.
Yeah. And
I
you'll get
also
it.
read there is a study that says perfectionist kids are more prone to depression during
yes.
COVID.
More
Definitely.
prone
That's
to
definitely.
Which is why
Okay.
when you were saying what you were saying, I'm like, uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of disappointment.
Yeah.
Yes. I think
could see
that's
that.
real. That's real. Okay, so this to build on top of that theme, I think it's like you got to shoot for the stars. This is one of my reflections. You got to shoot for the stars, but you got to not care.
Yes.
That's the expectations part. It's like you got to shoot for the stars. Maybe, man, you're going to land on the dirt. But like at least you try. If you don't shoot for the stars, you will never get to the stars or even the moon, right? So that's the hard part, right? The not caring part. So like in Chinese, there's this phrase like 做而不求, to do but not to pursue. Man, that's hard. That's like a lifelong.
Or like Michael Jordan said, what did he say? I missed. No, remember he's like, I missed a lot of shots.
Oh, you
miss shots that you don't
take. Yes.
No, the other.
What?
Yeah, I heard that one.
Yeah,
That's not
I
it?
don't know. That
Didn't
was MJ.
say. No, in his commercial, he was like, I missed a bunch of shots, like a million shots or something. I don't know. I don't remember.
But
Remember
I
he was like
made
walking
the-
through
I don't remember
the
that.
that was a popular commercial. You guys remember that?
Oh.
Nice. All right.
Was this in the documentary or not?
No, this is like an actual commercial on TV.
Okay,
I
There is
missed
still
we weren't
5,700 shots
alive
in my life.
when.
No, I'm pretty sure you were alive.
No, you
around
definitely
his
saw
time.
it. Yeah.
No,
kidding.
super.
Or the other one, like
Because Dan is Gen X, remember?
Yeah.
Plug our Overcome episode. Check it out.
So who wants to start?
Yeah. So how
With-
how do you guys want to do this? There's a couple of ways we can do this. So there's like questions that we can
Yeah,
just kind of go
fire
around.
away. I like that.
I can start by maybe like saying some of them, and then we can pick the couple that we want to do. So like reflections, questions of your year, right? So what's something you accomplished this year that you're proud of? What is the nicest thing somebody did for you this year? What are the 3 most important things you learned this year? What is something that was hard for you at the start of the year, but is less hard or even easy now?
All right, let's go down the list.
Okay, let's start with this last one because
Yeah.
that one might be.
I think
that
that's
one
a
could be
pretty.
interesting.
Or I was gonna say, just start with the first one,
Oh, we
like
can start
broad
with that.
strokes. Like let's
Oh,
start
yes.
broad. Like, what is something you guys accomplished this year,
That you're
Thomas,
proud of.
that you're proud of?
I learned that I'm.
Gotta be obvious. The answer is obvious, Thomas.
Oh yeah. I don't think he thought of it.
Yeah, I learned I can't play basketball anymore.
Oh,
He didn't
Oh,
think of it.
but you only learned that last week.
Wait.
When did you learn that?
Wait, that didn't answer the question, Thomas. The
What?
question is, what is
What?
something you accomplished this year that you're proud of?
Oh yeah, I accomplished not playing basketball.
What?
I can't shoot fadeaways anymore.
And you're proud of it?
I don't know. If
Wait,
I'm proud
no,
of it.
Thomas. I don't think you get the question.
you're not giving the right answer.
This is.
He's trying to avoid.
It's trying too hard to troll.
That could be like a realization.
Yes, that's one of your. We'll do top 3 realizations.
Let's give
That's one
Thomas
of your
one more chance.
realizations.
Top
because
3, like,
otherwise.
Sad realizations. How about that?
Yeah.
Because that's
Okay,
in mine too.
Thomas, the question is,
The
what is
basketball
something
one.
you accomplished this year that you're proud of?
Oh.
And maybe people don't know about it. Maybe only you know about it.
Yeah.
Something that you want to share.
Yeah. The company I was working at got acquired.
Okay.
Okay, there you go.
There
That's
you
something to
go.
be proud of.
It's not something you accomplished, but okay.
Wait, so do you feel like you added to that? Oh. No, but I'm saying you were working.
We're not going anywhere with
with
this
them.
conversation.
Yeah.
You were working for
Yeah,
them,
and-
then they got acquired.
Yeah. You know, like the other way to think about this is that like I didn't make it worse. You know.
Oh. But you must feel
Can't
like you
tell if he's
contributed.
being
then.
serious or not.
Definitely being serious.
He's
Oh
being
my
serious.
god.
No, but like, is it because you're like,
He's not being serious.
do you feel
and
like,
he's taking it seriously.
no, but sometimes like, you're like, yeah, I put in all this
Yeah, I
work
was a part of that.
and my company got acquired because I helped them get there.
I think
Not your
that's-
case
I think
or your
that's another
case?
realization
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah, there you go.
No, it's a real one. It's a
Yeah,
real
so
one.
he's like,
It's
I
not
was.
the one that you're expecting.
It's
but
like
it is one.
you were happy. You feel that you were on the journey
Yes.
there, and it was an accomplishment.
Yeah.
All right, Thomas's time is over. Mia, what is something you accomplished this year that you are proud of?
Oh my god. The questions are just getting harder and harder.
This is the first one.
I know,
can I
which is why I
guess?
prefer to just
Can I
answer this
guess?
one because then I can defer
You only get
the
2
ones that you
defers,
ask.
remember?
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna use this chance to answer
Can
it.
do you
I
want
guess?
to answer first,
Go
or do you
for
want
it.
to let Dan? Yes.
You got a new job? Are you proud of that?
I am proud of that.
True.
That's cool.
Yes, and that's something that I did.
There you go.
And it's basically a direct result of my effort.
There you go. Okay, so you're proud of that.
Congratulations. I'm proud of you.
But you were gonna say something different.
I was going to say something different. I was going to say my citizenship.
Oh, I forgot. You know,
Wait. Tell me how you directly
She
did
took
that.
that test. She takes the
She passed the
citizenship.
test?
I took the test
And she stayed here.
Yes.
And she did the green card.
and I went through
blah,
all
blah,
the steps in the last
Is staying here
decade.
an
but
accomplishment?
that's like a culmination.
That's-
It's like all the hard work she put in the last 10 years of not getting
Exactly. Get out.
deported.
Yeah. and being a good citizen
Being
and
a good
not
citizen, not
getting
getting
arrested.
arrested.
And
Yes.
I was a good employee.
There you
I
go.
managed to stay at the
Wasn't
company.
fired.
Yeah, and not
until we
get
got
fired.
acquired.
There you go.
Yeah.
You didn't get laid off. That could be
Yeah.
an accomplishment.
Oh, that was separate. That's separate.
Actually, this is good because it doesn't have to be something that you did only this year. It could be like the culmination of your
Culmination.
efforts
Yes.
Heck yeah.
that paid off.
Yes. Yes. Good job, man.
Like maybe for you, I have a guess for you.
Ooh.
I don't know.
think you might
Maybe
get
like you took the plunge and moved to New York.
Came to concrete
That's a big
jungle.
Was that
one.
what you were
yeah,
gonna say?
that was the one that
Yeah.
I was gonna say because it was a very long journey with many attempts.
Yeah.
And so it finally happened. And I think also for me, it's a big sense of accomplishments because I feel like I had barrier after barrier at every single step.
Yeah.
And so to me, I'm proud of it because like I did another direct contribution of
Hey, and then you also got all your furniture. That's an
Yes.
accomplishment.
That
Yes.
really is.
No,
Yeah.
that's part of it. The whole, the not just like getting the apartment, getting the stuff, like finding the people, like integrate.
So I'm
like,
curious,
yeah.
like how long were you thinking about moving here?
So I was thinking about moving to New York like end of 2021, but I
End of
didn't make
2021, okay.
moves until like I would say like, oh, okay. I'll say specifically like maybe like August, September of 2021.
So
And
it's
then I
been
didn't-
brewing for many months.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
but I didn't actually do anything until the end, like December 2020.
Yeah, because I actually remember
January.
you were planning it and then it got
Yeah.
put on hold.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that is a pretty big
Yeah.
milestone.
Yeah, I think moving to
Fun.
the city, to New York
Yeah.
City, is a pretty big accomplishment.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's not
Dang.
easy. It's like
No,
very
it's
different.
major
than,
life.
Yeah, very
changing.
different than any other city. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I agree.
Was that what you were gonna say?
It was what I was gonna say.
Okay,
Yeah, lots
okay.
of firsts, just like doing it by yourself,
Okay.
like hiring a company, moving all the stuff cross country. It's a long move. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
What
Okay.
about Dan?
Damn.
I guess
Winning an award
what, yeah,
for
we-
best team?
Oh yeah, I think it's like same thing professionally, like just putting in a lot of hard work over the last 3 years, and then
Yeah.
like I think we got like number one in several categories,
Mm-hmm.
and then like just knowing that like I went to this event and I looked around, I was like, all right, some of these people are on TV. I know you. I've seen you on TV. Okay,
That's sweet.
like no, yeah, we made it to the table. I'm not that much worse than you guys, so I'm coming after you. Like, all right. There's a big gap. Number one, it's like, I would say like, let's say Steph Curry's there, but then like, let's say there's 100 people in the room, but you're the top
one of
100.
Yeah.
One of
But then
them.
like
True.
you're 99.
That's fine.
But then you're like, okay, you
You're
don't know,
still
you don't know who
Billboard
I
top
am.
100.
Yeah, exactly.
100.
You know, but I'm right here. Okay, Well, it's all right. You can walk past me. You don't know who I am. Just keep walking. But I'm see you, and I'm coming for you.
Did you actually
No, just kidding.
Did you actually whisper it in that voice?
I should have.
You should. Yeah.
Should have been like, hey,
Send chills down their spine.
hey,
Yeah,
Ryan,
exactly.
I'm coming for you, Ryan. Just kidding. Some of those people, you know what I also realized? Like, also, I think when we get to the realization, because I think it goes hand in hand with like your accomplishments, like there's no reason like that. It's not about catching those people, because then you can really put yourself on a down spiral to just catch them,
Right.
and then not be proud of your own accomplishments.
Right.
So I have to also remember to not be like, I'm coming for you, but be like, whatever, it's cool. Like, I'll just be over here. So yeah, that was nice.
That's cool.
That was nice. Yeah, back at it next year.
Heck yeah.
Doesn't really continue,
Grind.
you got to keep going.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
So I guess professionally for all of us, but also life-wise for you.
Life, for sure. All right, next question, Thomas. Let's step it up. All right. Okay. What was the nicest thing someone did for you this year?
That's a really hard
Oh,
one.
that's a good one.
That's a really hard one.
Oh no, that's easy.
Oh,
That's
really?
a hard one for me
Yeah,
too.
no,
Yeah.
the nicest thing that someone's done for me was
This year.
Yeah, this year
Yeah.
was that my wife decided to get married with
I
me.
was gonna
I
say
was
the
gonna say.
same thing. Like the
But,
nice thing is
okay,
someone to
I
get
feel
to
like-
marry you.
Yes.
Is there besides that? Because that one's like it's
one is
mutual.
worth-
No, that one's your
was worth
mutual.
calling
I
out.
feel like that's not like out of the goodness of someone's
But it's
heart.
also a really nice gesture for him to.
But
you
also
know.
it's somewhat of a cop out. Like, can you see?
Aw.
No, because I feel like you're
I think so too.
no, because like you're together. They should marry you. You know what I mean? Like you're
Are you looking
together.
for something more specific?
No, I
Or
don't know. I'm
more-
just curious. Like, I feel like the question you're asking is, like an act of kindness or something that you recognize as something above and beyond, maybe. Right?
Is that not above and beyond?
I mean, I think it falls into another like milestone category.
I
or
agree. I
something.
think it falls under multiple categories,
Yeah.
but then the fact that he said that
I think it's great. I think it's a great
I
answer.
do too, because
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
it shows
it's a great
like how you appreciate the other
Yeah.
person,
Yeah,
and how you
that's-
respect
that's-
them.
That's kind of the perspective that I was going at. You know?
You did
'Cause-
good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, because it's like not that I'm like trying to put her on a pedestal,
Pedestal?
or anything
Yeah.
like that, but it was like very unexpected, right? Like
Uh-huh.
for all of you to find out at least.
Oh, I see. In that
right?
way. Okay.
And then also just like I don't know. I think if you were like to like empirically speaking, this is like a very odd matchup. And so like not to say that she was like, I'm like a charity case or something like that, but it's like
it
I
was
just feel-
unexpected.
yeah, I
Okay.
do feel appreciated that like this is it worked out like
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
But I mean, I told you it's unexpected until it happens,
Right.
and then
Yeah.
you're like, oh yes,
Yeah.
of course.
I don't know. I think this
I
is just
told
like
you this before.
yeah, this is just like mental gymnastics. I feel like.
Can you appreciate someone not doing something? Like, I guess I'm appreciating my wife not divorcing me. That's nice. All right.
That is an appreciation.
Year 6, baby. We made it.
As you were saying all this, he's like, oh crap.
All right. In the same way,
Although an appreciation.
thanks for being with me.
The question is, what is the nicest thing someone did
The
for
nicest
you this year?
Did not divorce him, despite everything he said in the podcast.
A proactive nice thing someone did
I mean,
for
I've
you
done
this
a lot
year.
of things this year. I've broken a lot of things in the house.
like
I
like
kept breaking
actual
stuff.
things.
Yeah,
or?
like lots of things. Like
No, but by accident.
yes, by accident. Like I've knocked over whole tables and everything on there shattered.
Oh, but
Yeah.
it's not intended.
I know,
So
But if everything
but
shatters
it
now?
really irks her when I do that, and I do it constantly. Like we'll replace it, and I do it again. It's like like why do you keep doing this?
you're
I'm
an
like,
expensive
I don't
one,
know,
Dan.
dude.
Expensive
I don't
one to
know,
maintain.
It's like I've got this invisible tail or something, and then I turn and just whips everything off of the ground.
Oh my god.
I'm like, I really don't know. I think like the universe is trying to get me. Like, I don't know.
So in that case, it was nice for her to not divorce
That's
you.
what I'm
Exactly.
saying.
The patient, maybe the patience that she's giving you.
Patience,
That is really nice.
But what about you guys? I'm trying. I'll
That's
think
a
of
hard one.
yeah.
That's a hard one.
It is very hard. Yeah. What is the nicest thing? Let me read it again.
Anyone's done for you.
Nicest thing someone did for you this year.
Or do we just not have people that do nice things for us?
No, we do. I think it's hard. It's like it's hard to be like
Yeah.
think about all the things that somebody did for you this year.
Wait, Mia, was the Jimin poster board not a nice thing?
Oh my god, you know what? I said goodbye to that Jimin poster board this week. I recorded a
this
video and then I was like, bye, Jimin.
Okay, hold on. We got to give some context.
Give it.
So Mia loves BTS, and I love giving impractical gifts.
Odd gifts.
Yes.
And that's what
And then so for her birthday this year, I got her a
life size
life-size BTS Jimin cutout. foam board cutout.
That's been standing and guarding my apartment
There we
for
go.
a good part of this year. So that's actually a nice thing that I did for you,
That was just get rid of it.
is to not throw it away right then and there.
Yeah, it was a long time.
Was there like, yeah, what, like your friends, family,
Yeah.
coworker? Can you think of?
Okay, how about this?
Yeah.
This is something that somebody did for me that's really nice, but not this year necessarily. But I mean, it bleeds into this year.
Oh, that's good then. That's good.
Okay.
I think like the fact that my sister is always ready to put a roof over my head whenever I
Oh, that's
need
nice.
it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because I
Yeah,
remember
that's
2
very
years
nice.
ago
Yeah.
during COVID when we were in lockdown mode.
Yep.
Like I was here for the first 3 months, and then I got depressed. Right, I'm like,
Yeah.
I need to get out of New York for
And
a
you went to
little bit, and that
California.
little bit turned into a long time. And so the
Actually,
fact that she was doing that for me, like that's a
That's
huge.
huge
one.
Yeah.
because it doesn't have to be one act. It could be
Yeah.
a large act, a continuous act, or just the way that they treat you. Because you know, like Yi is like, we ain't taking nobody in from her family for that long. Like she's like, I don't care. Like
No guess.
when my
Yeah.
father, I haven't seen my father. This is gonna
Yeah.
make Yi sound bad, but it's not that bad. I haven't seen my father in like almost 20 years. He came to visit me once. A few years ago, and he stayed at his own hotel. Well, the thing is, 'cause we had a very small apartment.
Yeah,
It was
That's
just-
fair.
I
New
think,
York
I
That's
think,
fair.
yeah, I think the New York City folks are an
Yeah.
exception,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but now that we have a bigger apartment, I'd still be like, "Yo, Dad, you got to go get your own place."
No, but even then, it's like you have like a 1 bedroom.
Yeah, even then he'd be on the couch. That's fine for a lot of families. Be like, "Yo, you could have my room and I'll be on the couch, or I'll be, you be on the couch." But it's like, yes, if I had a 2-bedroom, he would sleep there. But even then, you might be like, really? Because she likes her privacy.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
yeah.
But she wouldn't mind if it's my dad. But still, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I was there for
the
a
fact that
long
you
time.
were there, I'm
For
like,
a long time.
dang,
Yeah.
you're still there. Do you not like us anymore? Just kidding. And
So that was
Yeah.
I
good
think that is an act of kindness.
yeah,
For sure. For
that's a great one.
sure.
The-
That's a good one.
The compassion
Yes.
Correct.
that she
Very
showed
nice.
you.
Very, very
I like it.
Yes.
I like it.
Good answer. Good answer.
Good answer,
Good
Mia.
answer,
Good
good
answer.
answer.
Mia. Good
We're doing
answer.
Family Feud now.
Yes.
But yes, on the subject of that, I think not the divorce thing, but like she's always been very encouraging in my line of work because it's like I have like a lot of ups and downs.
Yeah.
And like with my line of work, it's hard to stay positive. So she's very like encouraging.
Yeah.
She's like, okay,
Yeah.
and then she'll like work through problems with me or whatever. So that's nice. That's like an
Yeah.
ongoing thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
And,
quite
like,
a
work
pivot
with
for
your
you.
schedule and everything.
Work with my schedule. She's
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
tolerant. Although sometimes like, no, you need to like take that time off. I'm like, all right, fine. But yeah, pretty tolerant
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, but like kind of looking out for you in that area.
For sure,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
For sure.
That's great.
Wait,
Yeah.
did you answer?
I did not answer.
Oh yeah.
I did not answer. So I think for me, it's like, I feel like a lot of people do nice things. So I'm like, which one stands out?
Ooh, okay.
Top 3.
No, I'll pick the
Wow.
one. So like, I have a good friend, and you guys, I have a lot of wonderful people in my life.
I have one good
No,
friend.
I have a lot of wonderful people in
I
my
have
life.
wonderful one.
And so like this year, like I just went through like a lot of very hard things, and there's been significant losses for me this year. And so I've had a friend that has just like checked in because she's gone through something similar, and like that, like just knowing like when to check in has been very, very just like, it hasn't been like too much or too
Yep.
little.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's nice.
It's just like, it's very
That's
nice.
pretty nice, yeah.
It's super nice.
Because they don't
So-
have to do that.
they don't
Yeah.
have to do
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So they were already a very good friend, and they kind of just know what it's like. So it's very nice.
That's
I appreciate
nice.
it.
So
Shout out to your friends.
So do you have like an ongoing ranking of your friend?
No.
Where like, I was like, oh, you just dropped 3 ranks. I'm sorry.
No,
Week over week.
not at all. Truly, you guys, and I think you guys know this, but like every single I think about this as people, like every single person in my life is like an irreplaceable slot. So like just because like you go away, you just have a slot that you will always
Oh,
have.
that's nice.
That nobody else.
Got some
because it's you.
replaceable slots in my life. I'm just kidding. That's nice.
So it just is like, it's like, of course, you have that like inner circle and then that like farther out circle, but
yeah.
like just
Yeah, so they're in like priority tiers, Yeah.
yeah.
It's like
Everybody has
boarding a
priority
plane.
tiers.
It's like
Yeah.
boarding a plane.
Group
Yeah.
A,
Yeah.
Group B.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's my
So
next
far, so
thing.
good.
Yeah.
No, keep
Oh
going.
yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Next, ready? Let's do. What was something that was hard for you at the start of the year, but is easy now? Yeah, it's like. Rah. Okay, something that was hard for you at the start of the year that is easier now.
Working out.
For you?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Good for you.
As in, like, it was easy. It was harder for me to drag my butt out,
Yeah.
and it gets easier.
Yeah, 'cause
That's
you
the
have a
only
routine
thing I
now.
can think of.
That's a good one, though.
That's a great one. That's a great one.
Because it just shows that you stuck with it. Can you hold my hat? Thank you.
I got you.
There you go.
We got it. We're back on. We got it.
That's a good one. I
a good
wish
one, that's one.
I can say the same. I started to pseudo get in shape, and I'm still not in shape.
Oh, but it doesn't matter. It's the journey that
Is
matters.
it easier now?
Wow, so deep.
I mean, I don't know if it's easier for me. I still don't like going to the gym.
Really?
Yeah.
But
just
you
not a
like
gym person.
you like basketball, so
I
that's
like competitive. That's not the gym though.
Oh,
That's
but
like
it's still-
for fun.
But see, like that counts
for fun.
because
I
it's,
think so.
it's like any type of physical activity. I
It
still
doesn't
think
count for
counts.
me because I have not overcome anything. Because to me, like,
interesting.
I would easily
Oh,
go play
you're
basketball.
talking about the mental barrier
of like actually working
Oh, it's
out.
becoming
Okay.
when you're saying like something that is hard and now it's easy. Is
Yeah,
that what you're
like
saying? Yeah.
right, like playing basketball is just fun for me. But
Mm.
like going to
No, I think you should give yourself credit though, because it's
Yeah.
like it is hard to, go consistently to just like, run around and
Yeah.
like chase people. There's a physical aspect to the game
True,
as well. So,
true.
and you're like always sore or like minorly injured or whatever it is, right? And like
Yeah.
if you keep it up, I think there's something to that as well.
True,
Yeah.
true. Trying to
Yes,
think.
but I'm the
I know.
opposite.
Yeah.
I
What?
started gymming out more in the year, and
Oh.
then less and less throughout the year.
Oh, that question will come after. What have you stopped doing that
Oh.
you wish?
You would keep
what have
doing.
we gotten better at? I don't know. Like recording our podcasts. I feel like that's
It's
gotten better.
It's gotten
I
better.
definitely see
That's
like when we first started, it was a major obstacle to just figure out like
Timing, where,
how to get
yeah.
everything together,
Yep.
like what equipment to use. Because I had to go
true.
through like several iterations of camera equipment and like how to
That's
do
a
it.
great one. That's
Yeah,
a good one.
and then Thomas like had to figure out. First we had 3 mics, now we have 4, or how to do online with
Yeah.
a guest. So
Yeah.
like, and then you guys having to figure out additional things too. So I feel like as a whole, our podcast easier now a little bit than earlier.
We have areas to
Right.
improve, but
For sure.
truly,
For
but
sure.
truly, it has gotten so much better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like, it's not like, oh my God, what do we do right now?
Yeah.
And now
a
like,
good
I'm
one.
like,
That's a good
dude,
one.
I can't wait till we have our own damn studio.
Oh
It's
yeah.
got that one. That's a good one.
2023 goal. Just kidding.
Yeah, no, that's a good one.
That is a good
you're-
goal. That is a good goal.
When,
Yeah,
what-
that's a like a ambitious goal,
Ambitious,
right?
ambitious.
That's
Yeah.
reaching for the
Ambition.
stars
Yeah.
goal.
Meanwhile,
Next
like
year.
next year, our revenue will be like our ad revenue will be like I don't know, $10.
If
Wow,
that.
that's also
Dang.
ambitious.
If that.
That's great.
Yeah,
That's
For
a
the
great
year.
goal.
That's cool. We could sell a sponsorship for like 100. That's pretty low.
Oh man.
We could like
What are all these
net
lofty goals?
$100. Like, come on, guys. Like what?
Guys,
like,
subscribe to the YouTube channel so this can happen.
like one of y'all maybe with like
we
a
promise we'll put more videos on it. They're coming.
like. Come on,
Okay,
one of
also,
y'all.
since I'm in advertising,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Our CPM's very low.
That's a good one though. The improvement on this,
Yeah.
because I'll also say like we've added a lot of new variables this year,
That's
right?
right.
Yeah.
So like everything that you just said, but literally just being in person.
Yeah.
And we're still figuring it out. There's
That's
like
right.
a lot of handoffs, like how to be consistent. I feel like last year we hit a stride for
Yep.
sure. And then you want to be better, right? And then
Yeah.
you got to start
Well,
over
because
again.
we like you said, we added more variables because
Yeah,
last year
so many
we
more.
would just do recordings done remotely.
Yeah, and it was
Yep.
like bam, bam, bam.
Right, because
Yeah, we had it.
and also like we all had less work to do, and now we're like full on live. You're living in New York, Juan,
I know.
Like-
it's a big change.
dude. You know, and then so anyways, some of us are
That's a good
married
one.
now. It's like so it's crazy.
Good answer.
Good
Yeah.
answer.
Yeah.
Great
Yeah.
answer.
No, I think actually I thought of one. One thing I got better at this year was waking up early.
Oh yes.
Boom, there you go.
Yes,
Been
you
good.
mentioned
There you
that.
go.
Didn't I talk
Yeah.
about this before?
No,
Not
Like-
in detail.
not
no,
not
as in,
on
like as a goal.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't know that it was
Yeah,
a goal.
yeah.
I thought it was just a byproduct of you getting married.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because for years because my work doesn't demand me to get in the office early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
now it
wouldn't.
does.
No, it still doesn't.
Oh.
Yeah. Now I just
You just put in some.
well,
you do it yourself.
now I have to sleep earlier because
True.
otherwise
That's how that
otherwise Flea gets mad at me.
See?
Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So she'll enforce a good sleeping schedule,
Oh, really?
Wow.
Like, what's a good sleeping
like
schedule?
before, like 12 or before.
So you actually stick to it?
Yeah.
Dang.
And so I mean, so like now I actually just wake up around like 7:30.
If you go to bed at 12.
Yeah, I mean
Okay.
even for like 1ish. Yeah.
Okay.
Still.
Nice. There you go. And
big
she's
change.
she's
Big
already up
improvement.
too. Like she's like out the door.
We try to
sometimes.
be. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So you get to like time for yourself and all that.
Yeah. So this has
Nice.
like never happened in my life before.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
a big
Yeah,
improvement.
even,
That's a
even
huge
during
improvement.
elementary school, like I
Yeah.
had 8 o'clock classes, I would always be late, even though I lived across the street
Dang.
from it. And then
Did you say elementary school?
yeah,
When you were like 5?
Yeah.
no, not 5. Elementary is
That's
like
elementary.
oh, no,
That's
no,
kindergarten.
no, like 6 to 10 is elementary school. 1 to 5.
Here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Here,
yeah.
Juan.
Yeah, I'm not counting
Yes.
kindergarten.
Elementary school, K to 5 is elementary school.
Maybe.
That's what I. Okay.
K
And
to
then-
5?
No, and then I remember
7-year-old
five-
Thomas also couldn't make it. To
yeah, and then I
elementary.
remember in college I had like a 8 o'clock class in
Yeah.
the morning.
I
And
would never take
never-
an 8
No, but
a.m. class.
that was a engineering requirement for my
Yeah.
major.
Oh.
and
So you
there's
had to-
only one
Wow.
section.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
And what was
God.
worse is that sometimes I would not make the class, and I TA'd for that same professor
You
later in the
did?
day.
Oh, jeez.
Yes.
wow.
You were.
So he knew who I was, and he knew when I was missing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's-
congrats.
For graduating.
I was gonna say for getting up early.
Oh, okay.
I think that I thought that was like for graduating into life.
Right.
Getting up early.
Yes.
I'm becoming like you because I can't wake up early enough these days because I don't go to the office.
Oh.
See, this is why I like going in. It
Wait.
gives me structure.
It does.
But that's weird. I thought you did go to the office.
I did, but then my office we're moving offices.
Oh.
So this
There's a
month
lull.
we don't
Yeah.
have an office, which is why the whole
yeah.
Come
month
to work with me.
we're
Truly.
in your office.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think your body also like you'll need what you need. Like if you're going hard all the time, waking up super early, at some point I feel like your body's gonna be like, dude, slow
Really?
down.
For some people,
I
it's
feel
like,
like-
if they built that habit
Yeah.
of waking up early, then they'll keep waking
I
up
think
at
Maybe.
that
you
time.
gotta,
no matter
like,
what.
it's like what Thomas said. I think it's like you gotta go to bed early too. You
Yeah.
gotta like
Yeah.
it's like a
That's true.
give and take.
If-
No, like,
yes.
like for me now, even on weekends, I'll wake up at like 8ish,
Yeah.
and then I just got to get out.
Yeah.
Like I can't sleep in anymore, which
I
is kind of
think
horrible.
I think you.
What?
Yeah, I
Good
think like
improvement, I feel
that's
like.
just age because I hit that like a few years ago, like, and actually Thomas hit that before I hit that.
What do you mean?
Like when I think like 3 years ago I just couldn't. No, 2 years ago I started getting up really early,
Okay.
but I was 37.
Wait, you're talking older people get up earlier?
Yeah,
What does it say about me?
I don't know.
you're useful on the inside.
Because all right, so
Benjamin
like,
Button.
Yeah.
so my theory is naturally every guys and girls are different. By the way, we're
Interesting.
totally different. So like guys, we will get to the point where we just don't need sleep, and we will feel like we're not accomplishing things as if we don't get up early, and that's like a switch that goes off. In my opinion, that goes off in guys.
I think in general, as you get older,
Yeah.
like that is a thing that happens. You tend to wake up a little bit earlier.
Yeah,
I think
like and
maybe not in this season of your life, Mia.
and
Maybe
it can
when
be
you start
like.
going back to the office.
Like
Yeah.
it could
It'll
be
be-
from
Hopefully.
I've never been a morning person and Thomas hasn't either, but at a
yeah.
certain point you're just like, okay, I'm up. Like there's just stuff I got to do
yeah.
and I don't have enough hours in the day. If I don't like the responsibilities outweigh the time you need to sleep.
I think that's what it is. I have responsibilities.
That's
now.
exactly what it is. Dude,
That is it.
I will
That's it.
tell you, like, I didn't feel like, I mean, I've been married longer, but I didn't feel like that until 3 years ago. Because still, like, you know, my spouse had a different job and I had a different job. So it's just like, yeah, whatever, we're coasting. And then I'm like, oh, God, I got to put food on the table. Okay. And it's just like, that's how I know, you know, all my guy friends are like, okay, when you have kids, it's different. And I feel like I have kids now.
Like
It's
you
just
have
like,
things to do, and
like-
like you have things you want to do or you have to do.
yeah, things you
So
want to do for
you have to get up and
yourself.
do them.
Like, you know, we're self-reflecting and it's like all the time you're like, what can I do to better myself? You know, because sometimes you're just not happy with where you're at. And then other stuff you actually have to do for work. And then other stuff you have to do for your family. And then so those three things, you're like, dude, if I don't get up, I'm not gonna. But then like when you're younger, you're like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
And now you're like, I can't because
Yeah.
fear. Like fear of failure. Like, I can't do it.
It's motivating.
I just sleep less. I don't care. I don't care.
Is this
It's just
why?
my body.
Oh no.
Is this why men
Health
die?
as well. Health
Yeah,
as
this is
well.
why. No, because like I'm serious. Like I didn't feel it until like 3 years ago. Before I'm like, I don't care. I'm not getting up. And now I'm like, all right, dude. Anyways, he's like,
Even
why-
on your vacation.
Even on my vacation,
Yeah.
weekends, like Saturday, Sundays, get up the same early, as Monday
Yeah.
through Friday, and then but then I enjoy it. It's like
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
it.
I think that's the thing. Like when I was living by myself, I was like, oh, if I have dishes in the sink, it doesn't matter. Like I
Yeah.
still got more dishes.
Oh,
But
now you wake up to do it, right?
But,
Yeah!
but now it's like,
Yeah.
oh, we gotta clear that. We gotta load it
Well-
up. We're gonna run out of dishes if this
What a
keeps
great
happening.
process. Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
you don't learn this until you get married. Like basically,
What? No,
no,
wash
no,
your
no,
dishes.
yes.
Never leave
Yes.
No,
dirty
'cause
dishes
sometimes-
in
Yes.
the
No,
sink.
listen.
You can build in process.
no, listen. Sometimes you're
But-
so tired at night.
Of course.
You're
I'm
not gonna
saying-
do it.
Oh, I understand.
There
Right.
will be days where
but you can do it for
Yes.
yourself
Yes.
as well.
Yes.
Nah, when I'm by myself, I was like, I'm like,
No, I
Why am
definitely
I
know
gonna do
people,
that?
They tell me more guys, but like I know people who they live alone and so they just have one glass because that's all they need.
No, that might.
No, you don't
He has
have
like
one.
three.
Two.
He has like three
Mia
glasses.
has cute mugs.
She's got like
Mia has cute
two.
mugs. But I,
So here,
Mia has
She's got, like,
utensils. I've
2
seen her
chairs,
cupboards.
2
No,
mugs.
No. I'm talking about
2
like
towels.
I've known people who they just have one glass. That's it.
One
Because
set
they
of
don't-
everything.
One everything.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
I'm
you
like,
have a
no.
great excuse if people want to stay with you. You're like, yo, listen, I only got 1.5 or one of everything, so
No, Mia
I
has
have an
No, I
extra
can
for you
accommodate
guys.
one person.
Okay,
Yeah.
just one though.
One person.
Wow,
Oh my
love
goodness.
it.
No, it's, no.
Alright.
You didn't see me when she first moved
That
into her
doesn't
new
count
place.
because you just moved in.
There
you don't
you
have
go.
But she
stuff.
lived like that for a while too. It wasn't until like Dan and others visited her and
Wait,
like they
this
had
current
to,
studio?
Yeah.
yeah, and like they had to share like one tea bag or something.
Yeah. Why did you do that? I have more
I
glasses.
wasn't there for that.
Oh,
No. But you only had one tea packet to serve people or
Okay,
something,
okay.
and like 2 cups.
No, that's an exaggeration.
I wasn't there for that.
That's an exaggeration.
It was a slight exaggeration, but I was like, "Where's your stuff?"
I just Marie Kondo my way
Okay.
through life.
That's pretty funny.
Right.
I'll just use this one I used before. I'm just kidding.
All right. Let's move on to a new question. So maybe this can be, let's transition into the forward thinking question.
Okay.
So like we are going to reflect on our year and then what do we want to do in the new year? Okay. So what are the 3 most important things you learned this year? Let's include like realizations in that as well. Because then it's
I
like,
should
what did
write
you
these
learn?
down because like I'll
That's
have
what I'm
one and I'm
saying.
like,
I know.
I forgot.
Yeah.
3 things that you've learned this year. Maybe like we can carry into next year because
Yeah.
like we learned.
wait, like something like I realized I spend a lot of time on Twitter.
That could be a
That's
realization.
you're limited to. You've had a lot of realization, so now we got to
Yeah.
get some.
The 3 most impactful, let's say, right?
Yeah.
For you. You guys got one? You guys want to start?
Yeah. I would say so. I feel like maybe for like the podcast we could talk.
Yeah.
I feel like we've got some learnings, some real learnings,
Mm.
like from having guests, a couple guests
Mm-hmm.
on the podcast. I feel like a guest setup has been like a big learning of like audio and like video and like all like the pre-planning that we do with our guests. I feel like that's been impactful for for the podcast, and that's been awesome.
Good answer.
I loved our guests this year.
Yeah. Podcast improvement.
Podcast improvement. That's one. Let me think. Okay, I can start. So like, learnings. Okay, I have one. Sorry. Okay, so learnings this year. So for me, I almost said this for like the hardest, what was hard and what got easier. It hasn't gotten easier. I wouldn't say it's gotten easier for me. Similar like to your gym thing.
Yeah.
Dan. I don't think it's easier for me, but I've gotten quote unquote maybe a little bit better, and I'm learning like the act of oh my gosh, what's the term? I lost the term. You do things for self-advocacy. The act of self-advocacy, that's been a big learning this year. Just like how to do it, when to do it. And so I think also when people look at me, it doesn't look like I'm struggling, but inside my head, I'm like, I feel bad. I have to ask this person to do something that I know that they don't want to do, but I need them to do it. And I need them to tell me at a certain point because they're my blocker for the next thing to happen. And so I think that might have happened a million times during my move. And so
Interesting.
I was very uncomfortable like each time. Like it was like a physical sensation.
Yeah.
One time was actually when I called you, Dan, and we talked about it. Because like my process for
about
moving in. About like at that point it was like what?
Like signing the lease.
Signing the lease and then the approval.
Right.
What
And
is
you
it?
were
The
waiting,
committee-
and
the
I was
committee.
like, you just gotta
The
wait.
board approval.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
And I was like, because at that point
They haven't told you, and I was like, dude, sometimes they won't tell you until 2 days before you move in.
So it was a couple things, right? So like there are things that are completely out of your control. You can't do anything about it. And then the thing for me is like I felt like I was like I didn't know if I was being played. Like I couldn't tell.
That's right. And yes.
So I think I also in the back of my mind, I feel like it's like part of me I think is raised like don't get played.
Right.
Like don't be stupid. But I think that sometimes and that's why it was very helpful to talk to somebody that knows things.
The process.
Dan knows things.
Trust
Obviously,
the process.
Trust the
his
process.
job. And so just to be like, no, these are all the things that you're doing. It's fine. Move forward. Just keep moving forward. And so many like learnings of
I see
self-advocacy.
it could have been it's very daunting for someone who hasn't gone through that, and for your first place to like have that as opposed to just like, okay, good, you have it here, sign, move in.
Yeah. Exactly. So like I had to double check every single I did everybody's job.
Yeah.
I double checked the agents worked, the movers worked. Like I went back and forth. There's like standard documents to move into a unit.
Cool.
Like that every moving company should know.
You should I'm about to rent out a condo. You could do my package, yo.
Truly. I was like, I thought that this was these people's job, which is why I felt like I was getting played. I was like, isn't this these people's jobs?
And I was like, it is. But sometimes they don't do it.
They don't have to
Like
do
you
it.
understand, like they don't have to do it. Like they're just
was,
bad
like,
agents. I
appalled.
straight up, I was like, they're
I
just
was
bad
appalled.
agents.
I also feel like the process of moving to New York, like whatever you experience, I think that's very specific to New York. Like I don't
is.
think it's
There's
that
nothing
hard
like
in
that.
a lot of
Right.
other places.
And
Yeah.
I think that like it could have been different for me too. Like everything could have went smoothly, right?
Yeah.
Like the moving could have been smooth. The getting the stuff could have been smooth. Like the
I
board.
mean, you were
could have
getting
been
your stuff
smooth.
cross country,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I like double check. I like filled out a bunch of. I sent in my own thing. Did I tell? Am
Yeah.
I telling you that the agent's supposed to send stuff in? I
Yeah.
mailed it myself.
That's crazy.
I like I like
Crazy, bro.
speed whatever you like overnighted it.
Yeah.
Did it myself. I was like ridiculous.
We're done. Because I told her, I'd be like, I would run the package over to their office a lot of times with the check, with the thing, and be like, here's my client's packages.
Exactly.
Let me know. And she's like, they didn't do that. I'm like, what? That's crazy.
Yeah. So
That's
I did it all.
crazy.
I did it all.
Like,
So yeah, self-advocacy, huge learnings because like, just like you got to do it yourself and like, it's okay. People are going to be not happy and you just got to move forward. Okay.
That's kind of similar to one of my learnings for this year.
Yeah.
Was that most people don't know what they're doing or
Yeah.
are not very good at it.
that's right.
And that's not the point of like, crapping on other people. It's
Yes.
more about like the how some folks have like an imposter syndrome at work. Where like, oh, I don't belong here or I'm not good enough. Well, it's probably like, everyone else is probably like that too.
That was
Yeah.
actually really helpful for me to realize, oh, we're all just confused. It's not that like people are withholding information.
Yeah.
It's not that people are like trying to be mean to you. Like you should just do it. It's like people just don't know what to do.
Yeah.
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 I mean,
And
it's,
that was
it's,
helpful,
It's kind of like the adage of
actually.
like never assume malice where incompetence can be explained or something like that. Yeah. And like one example for me, like outside of work is like, I went to this event with Flea for her stuff that she got invited to. And it was like this winter gala and it was for an auction.
Okay.
A charity auction.
Yeah.
And then we got in there. Like she just told me like, oh, it's a black tie event. And then when we got in, we checked in. They're like, oh, what card would you like to put your bids under? Like, will you be bidding together? And then we were both like, what?
Yeah.
We're bidding? What is this? And then like we go in, like everyone's all dressed up and everything
Yeah.
like that. And then I'm just like, I don't belong here. I don't know any of this.
Right.
But then after we sat down, I'm like, this isn't like normal for most people, unless you're like a celebrity or like
Right,
in
right,
that
right.
realm. Like most people are also probably kind of like freaking out inside too, or just
Right.
like not sure what to
Like,
do.
don't
So
know what
like,
to do,
yeah, so
yeah.
like I don't need to feel that way either.
Yeah. Yeah.
What else? What else did you learn, Mas? You went through some major milestones this year.
Thomas, like, I just gave you a good answer, and then you're
Thomas-
asking me for another one.
I just want him to say that he learned men are second rate citizens. 'Cause we still-
No. Second class.
class.
Yeah, second rate is different. Second rate is worse, I think.
What did I learn? I learned. I thought of it again and I forgot it because I have a lot. I have a lot.
I got another one.
Yeah.
You can think of it.
Yeah.
I think one of the things I learned for work was that you want to do things that are sustainable for you, and not necessarily something that's like perceived as great. So,
Right.
and a concrete example is like I wanted to go into a management position, and I was managing the team informally for half a year, and that was like a miserable half a year
Right.
for me because it was like herding cats.
Right.
Yes.
And then afterwards, I started doing like some more like individual work. I was like, oh my god, it's amazing to build stuff again.
Right.
And like I can control that. And like there's a part of it where it's just like like I have to figure out how to level up from this. But it was just like, oh, maybe manager is not the right path for me then. Like maybe I wouldn't enjoy doing, even though it'll be like a different kind of thing.
Right.
And so it was like rather than just keeping like pursuing a goal without kind of registering the feedback of how much
Yeah.
I'd like it, and like just like because it's kind of just like for management positions for a lot
Yeah.
of cultures, it's like on a pedestal, it's like
Right.
Status.
kind of deal, right?
Right.
But it's not that great.
My dad
sometimes.
keeps asking, "Are you a manager yet? Are you a manager
Yeah,
yet?"
exactly.
Yeah.
Especially for
same.
Asian culture.
You.
Yeah.
Same.
You.
Yeah.
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 Right. Yeah.
Same.
Because they just think like it's the prestige.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of times in the U.S., it's just not. It's not prestigious. It's
becoming
actually
less and
unsung.
It's like
Yeah.
maybe it's because we're going into that phase of our life now, but it's been there's clear cons.
Clear cons, like
But yeah.
like whoa, yeah. Like Yee's a middle manager and she's just like she hates it. So
Yeah. But I do think, especially in the past and a little bit still now, it can be and often is a strong indication of progress.
yes.
And so that's, I think, where like the parental
Yeah.
perspective
Right.
comes from. Like, I want to make sure that you're
Yeah.
doing okay and you're making progress. You're
But
not falling behind.
I like what Thomas said. It's because most of the time people think that that's where you have to go because they
Exactly.
think that that's the only track to make more money.
You're
That's
right.
not the case now.
Exactly.
Because you could just get a different job now, a better job, a more paying job.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's so many. Go to change roles in the company.
Yeah.
Like you change roles.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
So
Or get a side hustle.
get a side hustle. Like
Why not?
or
right?
multiple.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So one of the things I remember this year, I used to be very like, I think like most guys, if I'm gonna purchase something or make like a major like business, not business as in like find a decision that's like if I have to pick between say a product where I can spend X on or a service where I spend X on, and I would like scrutinize my choices a lot. So even from like, okay, what computer do I get or what phone to like a lot of choices, like what car, what apartment, And I'm sometimes like, or what camera. So now I remember this year I like used the opposite. It's like she's like, if you need it for work, don't even worry, like just buy it. Like buy it. Don't worry about saving, because I'm always like, if I save like a couple $100 here or there, she's like, don't even worry about, like, you're gonna lose so much sleep over the small stuff. Just buy it, use it, you know. And actually, like, I did that this year, and I was like so much happier. And just like a lot of major decisions, I'm like, I'm just gonna do what's best. I'm not gonna sweat the extra X that I'm gonna spend on it. Like, obviously, I'm not like going like this, but a lot of times I would, you know, go on forums, go on whatever, and be like, this versus this versus it. And then all the time, I'm just like, what am I doing?
A more like toned down
Yeah,
version
like-
of now. Yeah.
like, okay, just get it.
Do you feel like you had to go through that though? Like that process? Because you're
for
right. Because
sure.
you're not like, oh, I'm just gonna spend everything, right?
Well,
because you did come from a place where like, I'm gonna do my research. I'm gonna like spend it carefully,
Yeah.
and then you're letting yourself a little leeway.
Well, it's
Yeah.
like because I realize I'm like most people do what I would do. Like, we go online, we find out what is the best service to use or the best. Like, I'm not saying don't, like, because I
your
get blamed
research.
all the time if I just call up something and he's like, did you even research that? And I'm like, oops, no. So I'm not saying just like blindly go into it, but you're starting to overanalyze. That's where she was like, don't overanalyze. Just like, you know, case in point, every time I buy a computer, I would probably spend a month just like, you know how we do, like, do I get a 14-inch, a 16-inch, 256 gig, 1 terabyte?
I do that, yeah.
Like, and I at one point I literally was like, what am I doing? I was like, stop. What do I need? Do I need it for work? Yes. Is it, how much difference? It was like $1,000 difference. I'm like, who cares? Like, just get the, and I was so much happier. I was like, just get it. Get it. Get it. I'm like, oh my God. And I started applying to everything else. I'm like those? Is that
Get
good for
it.
work? Get it. Boom. Do you need those? But I'm still very like, if I don't need it, I won't get it. You
Yeah.
know, like, okay, if I need it, get it. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah. That's fair.
And just save me so much time.
Yeah.
Like, agonizing over my decision.
yeah.
So don't sweat the small stuff.
Yes, that's a good way to
Good
frame
time,
it.
good time.
What about you two?
Me?
Any learnings?
Learning. Yeah, I think one learning that I'm realizing is just to have a little bit more faith in my ability to figure things out.
Yes.
Good one.
Yes. I actually had a similar learning where it's
Yeah.
like, like, this is for me and how I've thought more about others is like, if somebody can do it by themselves, you should let them do it. Especially in times of struggle, because that's how you overcome. That's truly no, because I've thought about it a lot this year where I'm like, man, I just sometimes it is helpful to be like, to just have somebody to like help you out a little bit, or like even just have some like encouragement. But like when things are great and people encourage you or you encourage yourself, that's like the easy part. But it's
Right.
like when things are hard, like have faith in yourself. I think it can be twisted to be like, oh, like don't get don't get depressed. It's like, have faith in yourself. You actually like a lot of the times that you really can do it. Obviously, like if you need help, ask for help. But like, see, like even that is
part of-
that's part
yeah.
of it. Like
Yeah.
have faith in yourself that you know what you can do and know what you can't do. Particularly when you're struggling.
Yeah.
Because that's how you will encourage. That's like where the inner encouragement will come from in the future when you
Right.
struggle.
And also
Right.
just confidence
Yeah.
Yep.
in yourself. So I think
Yeah.
that's, to your point, just if you don't know how to do something, it's okay. Then that's where you start, right? But then if you have faith in that you can do it, then at least, step by step you will get there.
And how did you come to this realization?
I'm trying to buy a house. So like that's
Very nice.
a very daunting process.
Yeah.
But and at first it was just like, where do I even start? Like what, just somebody tell me what step 1 through 10 would be.
Right.
So I know what to expect going
Right.
in.
But nobody's
But
gonna
nobody's
tell
telling
you,
you
and there
not
isn't. It's
not that
gonna be the
systematically.
same.
Yeah. So you just got to figure out the pieces and then put them together yourself. So
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say something about like learning whether or not you could let go Jimin.
that was hard. Not gonna lie. There were times where I felt like I wanted to get rid of Jimin already, but I couldn't.
Yeah. Because they brought so
But
much
then
joy to your
eventually I
life.
realized that I can live without Jimin.
Wow, look at that
you go.
letting go.
Yeah,
Wow.
right? Right?
We're proud
Have
of you.
faith in my ability.
That's right.
To
We're
let
proud
go.
of you.
Yeah,
We're proud of
exactly.
you.
We are almost at an hour.
We are.
I
We
know.
are.
the-
I'm surprised.
Should we add the like what we
next
want?
year?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do
What-
some quick
forward-looking.
Yeah.
Forward looking.
Forward
Like,
looking
what are some,
and like what are your goals? Like,
yeah, maybe like
trying to your resolutions.
maybe like something that you're thinking of focusing on for
That's
next
right.
year. Maybe we start there.
Who wants to take the flag?
Let's think about it.
I mean, while you guys think, so for me, like, I feel like it's just how to like balance. So I think this year I worked really hard, but the thing I struggled with was like work-life balance. And it's not the first time in my life that I struggled with that because I've been working very hard since I was like 18 years old. So, well, actually, no, because 18 I worked, but I partied. So that doesn't count. Like 23, 25.
It just
I
keeps getting
partied
higher.
till I was 25.
All right. Okay.
So from 25 until 39, I always worked like nonstop, and I never had a work-life balance, and still today. And it was because I was always afraid of not like having money, like not being financially independent, you know? So I worked so hard because I had that like fear in the back of my mind. But then like, you know, last few years, I'm like, you know what? It's like, I'm going to make what I'm going to make. I'm blessed. Like I work hard, but I'm not going to like sweat it. If I make a lot, great. If I don't, great. Like it's not a big deal. You know, money's not everything. So next year is like still work hard, but having like a work-life balance. You know, I love to try that because like people that get into my industry, eventually the goal is to take any time off that you want.
Yeah.
You know, people that have been doing what I do for like 15 years, they're like, yeah, I don't have to work if I don't want to.
Yeah.
You know? So for me, it's like trying to figure that out and like force myself to not work at times and really take the time to be like, you know, I'm just not going to work right now. I'm literally going to not answer this email until tomorrow. Like it's 7:00. I have a life. No one's gonna say I'm not doing my job. Just like don't do it. Don't do it.
So
I'm
are
gonna
you
work
gonna,
on that.
Are you gonna try this when you take next week off?
Yeah, actually, so like at least
Good.
as the last couple trips I did take, like remember when we went to, I wasn't on my phone that much, right? At all,
I don't think so.
right?
Yeah.
But like in the past, like when we went to Miami, I was like literally, I woke
Yeah.
up, went to the hotel.
Yes, and then you
Answer
did some work
emails.
in the
Yeah.
morning before we all woke up.
Yeah, and then like, but those trips all before October last year, I was
Mm.
working. Like I'd go to LA, I'm working I go to Boston, I'm working, and like this time, like screw that. If I'm gonna wake up early and do what I need to do,
Yeah.
you know, unless it's an emergency.
I mean, the fact
So-
that you've gotten to that point, that says something.
I mean, otherwise I'm like going crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I could survive.
Yeah.
It doesn't stop.
You know?
Like it's not like, oh, I finished.
Yeah.
It's like you
Because
gotta
that
draw your own
hamster wheel,
lines.
like, it'll run and then the screw will pop off, but the wheel will still be running. So you just gotta like stop the wheel and then get back on when you want to. Stop, go, stop, go.
No, be like Mariah Carey
Oh yeah, what?
because she has one song.
Which one is this?
What
All
is
I
that?
want for Christmas is you, and then every Christmas, that song came back to
Yes,
chart.
that is a cash cow for her.
yeah.
Cash cow.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you're saying like
My coworker told me that she earns like $4 million a year or something
Just
just,
on
from
that
that
one
one
song?
song
I
because
bet.
like, you know, people listen
all
to
over,
that
yeah.
every
Yes.
year.
So you're telling me I need a Christmas hit?
Yes.
Yes, we all. I mean, same with Michael Bublé.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Ariana Grande.
Wait, what's hers?
What's hers?
I forgot. but they're
not a very good
she
one
is
then.
trying to be
Christmas
like,
one?
yeah.
Not a very
She
good
doesn't
one
have
so
a
far.
Christmas one.
Maybe it's not. We're just not.
I mean,
the
she's
generation.
making bank on lots of her
She is.
songs, so
Yeah.
I think she's fine.
Who's next? Okay, so
are we
work-life
talking
balance
about?
for me for next year.
Focus
Next
for
year?
next year.
Yeah, that's for
Forward
me.
thinking.
You go first. Don't know.
Deferred.
Okay, I'm gonna start. Let's start
Yeah.
like podcast. I'll start podcast related.
Okay.
Okay, yes, we can do podcast related.
The word I'm gonna use consistency.
Okay.
Oh.
And like again, I 100% agree with Dan that like we've gotten so much better. It's like great. I'm like very like pat on the back on all of our backs. But like it's a learning process for me. I'm like for me it's like exciting to learn like okay, how can we like make everybody feel good and like not one like people aren't feel like they're overworked and like we're consistent. It's hard, and so I think I know we can do it. We just gotta figure it out. So
Gotta do
I
it.
think that would be for a podcast.
I want to add a little caveat into why work-life balance is important for me is because if you don't accomplish the other goals in your life, for example, relationship, family, podcasting, other goals other than work, it's easy to blame work because you work so hard. So if I have a work-life balance, I got no one to blame but me.
Accountability.
That's a good one.
Okay. And then, I got the personal one now. I'm going to circle back onto that phrase, the 做而不求 phrase. So to do without pursuit. I think that I do want that to be more of the forefront because there are like I've moved to the city. Like I think like it would be nice to like, put some efforts into like, meeting lots of people and not expecting anything, but you got to do the work. And then also like I'm living by myself for the first time. So like getting a good because I'm still like, how do I get these boxes out of my apartment in time before the other boxes like just like little baby like processes like that.
You know what you do?
Where?
You go on Handy. And
No, I don't like
my philosophy, don't sweat the small stuff. Spend $300, hire a professional to come and just unload the stuff for you.
You're talking about unpacking?
I'm talking
Unpacking.
about no. I'm talking about like getting stuff out of my apartment. Like it's easy for me to just like get a bunch of clutter. And so like how do I declutter as I buy more things? So it's like
See,
the typical,
don't buy more
like,
things. Live like me.
I don't think I'm somebody. I don't buy a lot of things.
Okay.
But just like the basics of
Is your
like
apartment cluttered right now?
it's cluttered right now because like I got all my stuff, but I've decided like all my stuff that I moved here from California, there's some of this stuff I gotta donate, I gotta sell.
Okay.
And so I'm like, but it's a pile that hasn't.
Again, you can
been
hire
there.
somebody to come in and be like, do you want this? Do you want that? Yeah, just
Wow.
boom, boom. That's what he
So
does. You
I
don't want
just-
that?
so,
Out.
like,
It's gone.
So to do without like the pursuit of like without this pressure, but I still gotta do it.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I think that's a
would be-
good
that's the thing.
formula to live by just
Yeah.
because I'm like, when you said about podcast related goal, I said, well, I had the thought of like, maybe I'll learn some video editing.
We could do that's something we could
Maybe
do.
with
Yeah.
being the keyword.
That falls into the consistency part.
Yeah.
That will add for both of us.
Or like, I learned how to like, I don't know, we need a thumbnail. Maybe I'll need to figure that out. And like, so that is one goal.
That's a great goal. That's a great goal.
Thomas,
Did you think of
Thomas?
Did you think of yours, or is that the?
That's what I said. What do you?
Thomas,
What
else
about
do you
life
want
goal? What's
personal?
your life
What
goal?
else do you want?
Life
Personal
goal.
goal?
Yeah.
Like not work, personal,
Yeah.
Personal.
Yeah, like
like
friends, relationships, family, like
family,
Hobbies.
families,
hobbies.
like family is going to be a bigger part of my life
Okay.
next year. So I just think of it as like that's my responsibility is to take
Okay.
care of my
There you go.
family.
And get that house. That's
Yeah.
a personal
Get that
goal.
house.
That's a
That-
big goal.
That is a
That's a
big
big
goal.
goal.
That's a
That
big-
is-
we're gonna
that
have
is
like a
huge, big
celebration.
goal.
Okay.
Let's wait until everything passes.
Are we all invited when you close?
Sure.
Wait,
Come over.
do we have to fly?
Yes.
over?
I've never been. I'd totally go.
I'll just say hi virtually. Like, you know me and like traveling. I'm like, I don't know what.
Remember a work-life balance?
That's right. Okay. All right.
Okay. For me, I think it's I want to spend less time on my screen
Okay.
Great goal.
Ooh.
and read more.
Okay, what do you feel like you're spending your time on? Like, what's your app of choice right now still? Is it
Twitter, Instagram?
Twitter, Instagram?
He's so
Reddit
responsive
still?
on Instagram.
No, not so much Reddit.
Okay, so you're off. See, you were off Reddit because you were
no,
once
no.
on it.
Yes, but that's because there's not enough content on Reddit
Inter-
anymore.
What? That's not
From
true.
a fellow non-Redditor, I have no idea.
Because for
okay.
Reddit, I only
Reddit has
browse
everything.
a couple subreddits, right? I don't browse everything because that's not interesting. For Twitter and IG, they serve a lot more interesting content from
So
a
you know
fire
what? You know what's
hose.
funny? So I deleted my Twitter account, right?
Good.
So I had a Twitter account with like 3,000 followers from Off the Great Wall, which is kind of not bad.
Yeah.
I never tweeted in 5 years, so I deleted it because I had something against Twitter
Yeah.
for censorship.
Personal vendetta.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
you know what? You're gonna censor people? I'm deleting it.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, this year I'm like, all right, I can't read Celtics tweets because I don't have an account.
Wait,
So-
aren't they? You can if they're public.
I can't. No, and also I'm bad at technology. Remember? So I'm sitting there
X?
like
I understand.
it keeps asking me
If
to
you
sign
log
in.
in, yeah.
So I'm just like, I created a fake account, but then I'm just like, it just prevents me from even getting on Twitter. So I still don't know how to like.
So
read
how do you
stuff.
get your Celtic news?
I just go Google Celtics, hit the news tab.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it, yo. But then it's like a lot of work. So after 2 articles, I'm done. I'm like, I'm done.
No, but
So-
that's good because
Yeah.
then you actually read articles versus just tweets.
You choose. It's
Yeah, I
something
don't
you
know.
choose
I
to.
just don't understand how tweets can be informative. It's like someone's
Well, now
one-line thought.
That's the thing. They do a whole
multiple
thread.
tweets now.
Oh, see, I
Yeah.
made
And
it.
then I also follow some like journalists and like commentary,
Oh.
things like that.
Yeah, I just never got that.
Yeah.
I never
Like-
got
Just
like-
that.
tweet multiple times.
Yeah, and then there's like trends and things
Yeah.
like that. Like when the whole FTX thing happened with
Yeah,
Sam
yeah, yeah.
Bankman-Fried.
Oh, I'm
like
not
the whole-
following that.
I mean,
I don't know what
some
that
of it
is.
gets a little monotonous where everyone's talking about it,
Yeah.
but
And
it's
everyone's
kinda
talking about the
interesting.
same thing too.
Yeah, yeah, or like the whole like
I guess it's good. I'm not addicted to social media, but I'm addicted to work. So I need to like stop. That's like my drug. Is like
Jeez.
checking my email. How many emails can I respond to? I got more emails I got to respond to.
Are you one of those people who need to have a clean inbox?
Yeah, for
Zero
work. Yeah.
unread
Oh,
mails?
no,
Yeah,
I'm not
definitely,
that person.
definitely.
Are you
I
that
am,
person? Oh,
yeah.
Are you that person?
For work, yeah.
No, but I have
have,
like I utilize the priority inbox for Google,
Mm-hmm.
and then so it's like I know what's in my priority inbox at least.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
just
Okay.
know. I have like thousands.
I can't live
I
with
just
that.
I know what I read. If I don't want to read.
Oh, I don't read my personal email anymore. I've got thousands on there. I just don't use my
Junk
personal
mails.
email anymore.
Oh.
That's
works
why.
like
That's
that
why
too.
when
Mine
like
works
people
like
send
that
me a
too.
personal
That's how
email,
Yeah.
it's like 3 weeks ago. I'm like, you're gonna have to send it to my work email because I don't check my personal email ever. So things get lost. But anyways,
Oh my god.
And then one last one for me would be to for the work thing, for work side is be more like self advocacy more.
Oh, okay, cool.
Sell
So
myself
for the,
more.
for the
Yes.
two of you guys.
No, because
It's
even
important.
even when I'm like promoting my own work, I still feel very weird about it. Like I would rather not. Like, but for certain things, it's like it's one of the things where it's it's hard for like you have to sell
Yes.
you have to sell your own stuff. You have to push yourself because no one else will advocate for you like yourself.
Because they don't know a lot. I think
Yes,
part
and
of it is like
that's the
they
thing.
don't know.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
What about you, Mia? Self advocacy.
I mean, that's something that I've been told many times in the past. Is one of my former managers literally said, "Even if you think you're boasting, you're not." So
Yeah,
to me, you know,
Yeah.
so that's constantly something that I had to keep in mind. But I guess self-advocacy is still a better term than like you're selling yourself, because at least to me
Marketing
anyway.
yourself.
Marketing
Yeah.
yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Self-marketing.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Cool. All right. This is a long one, you guys. I already
Who
Is
knew
there-
that this
Yeah.
episode
Okay.
was
Close out
going
the
to be?
season with a bang.
Okay,
Yeah.
wait.
We're also
Let's-
really
All right,
chatty.
so we've all been. This is like very like it's philosophical. How about like one fun like what is one thing you hope like one win you want next year? A specific fun goal that you want.
Fun
like be it a
goal.
place you want to visit, something fun you want to buy. Like one fun, like a concert you want to like. It could be big.
There's no more
like,
concert for
me.
It's courtside. I don't know. You want to like. Hey, I hope
Courtside.
to. I don't know.
I'll have an easy one because
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's going to happen.
Okay.
So I have I got invited to go skiing in the Alps in March.
Oh,
And
dang!
so
Swiss, France, Italian.
France.
Okay.
And so I have never been to Europe.
Oh,
So this will be like a big
dang.
thing. And then the second thing is I do think that this is the first time that I'm doing a trip abroad just for friends, because it's
Ooh.
always been like tied to like
Family.
a wedding or a family. Like it's always been like, oh, we're going for this, we're going for
Okay.
this, and I know we're going for this ski trip, but
Oh, cool.
I feel weird about it. Like
Why?
because it's a lot of money, and it's also like
It's gonna be
I feel
worth it.
guilty about it.
Why?
I don't know, because it's like if like
Spend
my
that
dad
dough, girl.
asks, like what are you doing, and I feel like weird about it. But
Oh,
I think
okay.
it'll be
I hear
great
you.
because like the skiing in Europe is so much better price than like here in the
It's
States.
also so much better.
And better. And then
better.
also I've never been to Europe, so
Yeah.
I'll probably stay like a couple days and just like
Couple days. Why not couple weeks?
because I can't take that much time. Like I don't think I can be away for that long. But
Can
like
you work
the skiing-
remotely?
I think my plan was take off a week to ski and then work remotely for a week. That's
No.
my
Oh.
plan.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks off. But I know. Well, actually, I don't know. I don't think I can take 2 weeks off. Either.
I think it'll depend because like I'm also taking some time off early in the, so like that's my plan so far. Then that's like a fun
Okay.
thing, and it's
Okay.
like a lot of new things.
Okay.
And I'm excited about it.
Dude, that's
That's so
awesome.
good.
Excited for you. Jello. I want to go skiing in the Alps.
We can go again.
But you just don't like traveling.
I don't like traveling.
I feel that.
Just go to Vermont. That's as far as I'll go.
Aww.
Thomas, do you have like a...
I think I have a wedding next year to attend in August
Okay.
in France.
Oh, nice.
And I haven't been back to Europe since
Oh,
COVID.
that's nice.
So very excited about that.
A friend of yours is getting married in
Yes.
France. Very
N-
nice.
Not me again. Yeah.
Second wedding.
Third wedding.
Third wedding.
No, but I am going to
Luckily,
Australia.
to the same person.
I'm going to Australia in January because Flea's side of family.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They haven't done the whole
That's the
shebang.
second wedding.
Yeah.
That'll be
Yeah.
Yeah, that will be exhausting.
I have nothing.
Seeing
Me.
your family?
No,
I mean, you got a
Mia.
lot of things to
No,
look
Mia.
forward to.
Your win will be closing.
Oh, yeah. Getting that house.
But is that a fun
Dude.
goal? That's
Yes.
not really a
Yeah, I
fun
think
That's
goal.
How
a
is
huge
that
win.
not?
I
Yeah.
think that's cool.
Like, that's a
That's-
major life, like, you're going to feel so... I see what you're saying. It's not
Scared.
like a fun, like...
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I feel like I'm literally signing my life away.
Oh, no.
I mean, you are, but that's fun.
Then what's...
And I'm being
The
dramatic.
best things are when you sign your life away.
Uh-huh. I do want to go back to like Japan.
Okay.
You know, because we
okay.
were talking about the Nintendo World and
Yeah,
how
yeah.
it recently opened in Japan. I know it's opening in LA in February, but like I
Not the
still
same.
want to. Yeah, I know.
Hey,
I know.
Studio Ghibli is opening an English website
Really?
for their park.
Interesting.
See?
Yeah, to make it more accessible for international folks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I want to do that next year.
All right.
It doesn't have to be travel related. It
Yeah.
can be like I don't know,
It can be
workout
fun.
related.
Yeah.
Dan's
or
travel
like
win would be to
food-
stay put.
Food
Yeah.
or food related.
My travel thing would be to find a stream up north and to fish in it. And to find a horse stable up north
a horse stable.
and to ride some horses.
Heck
Wait,
yes.
why not just move to Montana?
Yeah.
Well, I like to visit Montana again, but this is like because I'm not like this is gonna be later on. Like I like to figure out where I want to do what I did in Montana here, and I've been doing a lot of research. There's some fishing streams. The northeast, up here, the Hudson Valley was the birth of modern fly fishing. Actually, guess we're near Middletown, near the Never Sink River.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was the
wow.
birth of modern fly fishing,
Interesting.
and there's tons of horse stables, so everywhere up north. So I'm gonna have
There's
to.
an amazing horse ranch in the Bay Area that does like a horse
Yeah.
tour, like a horseback riding tour. It's incredible. I did it once. You saw? Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah,
Dan.
I
It
wanna
was
bust
like-
out my inner cowboy. The
was
boots, yeah.
amazing.
I
Dude ranch
just
is
saw
amazing.
an article that New Yorkers are wearing boots because of Yellowstone. And I'm like, I already have my Yellowstone. I have a buckle that says Yellowstone, y'all. The show, not the actual Yellowstone. guys. For those, I don't know. Maybe our listeners don't know.
Thank you
Dan,
for
what's your fun
clarifying
goal?
for me.
That was my goal.
What the
Find-
horse?
Yes.
Yes.
I've been
Really?
obsessed. You have no idea.
You have
I've
no
literally
idea
been
how happy
talking.
he was when he was in
Literally
Montana.
life changing.
Became
Yeah.
a different person.
Yeah.
After Montana.
I literally was like, this is a whole side of me because I didn't like horses.
Really?
You didn't know this? Yeah, I was actually afraid of horses my entire life.
Oh my
And it was
gosh.
like, it was
Oh, I
like
think you did
touched
mention
by a horse angel. And then I didn't like fishing, and I did both. And I was like, oh my god, this
Horses
is like
are majestic.
this is
creatures.
like life. I just want to retire out here. This is like I literally was like, I get it now.
I'm still not big on horses.
Me
Yeah.
neither.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
no.
beautiful.
Yeah, they also smell.
Yes.
And then,
Yeah.
and then like
That was my fear too, they smell.
One wrong move and they
smell.
could
One
like
dude,
kick you to
all
death.
those,
They're
all of
dangerous.
those, all of
Yeah.
those
They're
were
dangerous.
in my mind,
They're
and then
powerful.
they just like came up to you and just like got their
Beautiful.
snot all over you, and I was like, okay, that's it.
And that's how you're
That-
like.
that's how they won me over. They
That's
just came out,
how
was
you
like,
see the light now.
Rub their entire
Oh
nose.
my
and it was like
God.
the
Yeah, no,
snot,
I just think of
coming
like
off.
how much laundry you have to do later.
Oh, I don't, dude. I have like tons, you know. But that was it. I was like,
Very nice.
All right.
I'm a cowboy. I'm basically like, I'm a cowboy.
There you go. With
Realization.
Yes.
Of
So
2019.
so I'm gonna do that
Okay.
up north next year.
Nice.
That's a good one. That's
well,
a good one.
invite us to like.
Yeah, if you guys, I mean, like, if you're
I'm
open to
down.
it,
I love
we'll
horses.
put you on a horse. We gotta put him on a horse.
No, I've
Because
been
your
on a
wife
horse.
love. Oh, you
I've-
have
I've
been
been
on a
on-
horse.
I've been on a
and you
horse.
still don't like
Yeah,
it.
no, yeah, no.
Oh, see, that's
In
weird.
what context have you been on a horse?
What do you mean?
Was it a
Was I
po-
like kidnapped? and
Was
put
it
on
a
horse? Is that
pony?
what you're
No,
asking?
Like what type? Was it just
Was
like
it a
pony
donkey?
ride? Was it just like a pony
Yeah, was it a
ride?
real horse?
Or was it an amazing like trail?
No, we
that
went
you
on a trail.
Where was this?
Where?
Upstate.
When?
Oh,
No,
What's
our
upstate?
friend Onan.
You know what it is?
If he doesn't like it, he doesn't like
it
it.
wasn't
If he
the
doesn't
right horse. 'Cause the horse talks to
Truly,
you.
I'll share with you guys the Bay Area
horse
ranch
talks
that we
to
went
you.
on. I was like, oh my gosh, are we in a scene from Lord of the
Yeah.
Rings? This is an incredible experience. That's how I was.
I will say, if
where
you
in the
don't-
Bay Area?
It's called like I think like Seahorse Ranch. It's it's like it's on the. There's a part of it. It's on the ocean. Is it Pacific? I
'Cause
don't
if-
remember. I'll find it. I'll find
I
it.
feel like, did you connect with the horse?
How do you connect with a horse?
It's like a feeling.
I don't get
I don't
those.
think.
Were you still like kind of afraid?
Not as much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you like
Like I mean, I still wouldn't want to walk behind
Yeah.
it, but just in
No.
front
Like-
of it, I'm okay.
Yeah.
okay? Because like when I saw the horse, like
Beautiful.
I was like, we're like
Spiritually
connected.
connected.
Yeah, like
In
like
a past life,
everything was
you may
like
have been a
melted
horse.
away, and I got on, and I'm like, you know, that's it, yo.
got
You're
it.
my boy.
Aw.
Like it was a girl. I was like, you my girl, you know.
Aw.
Like
No, I did not get that.
Okay.
No.
I think it's the horse because these horses were like they were like really awesome horses that I rode. So I think it's like finding a good
Okay.
horse.
I mean,
Alright.
I'm game to
yeah,
try
yeah, what
again.
you got to
Yeah,
try.
yeah, yeah,
Were you?
yeah.
Did you have the right? Like, did you have like the chat? Like, what were you wearing? Did you have the boots, the jeans?
I
the
did
thing?
not.
I
Oh,
think
no,
the
no, no, no.
outfit
No.
helps too. You know.
No, also
The
it was
hat.
like winter, so it was freezing.
I think that's. I think you gotta have like the right conditions.
Okay, well, guys,
Like-
when
like-
this happens and we
Yeah.
like there
go,
were cats in the horse stable that I liked much more than the horse themselves. You know.
there are often cats in the like horse stables.
No, but
and,
you like cats.
I love cats. Yeah.
To
And
begin
then-
with.
And you what? Like, did you
Yeah.
like do a little trot,
Yeah, yeah,
gallop?
Yeah. Yeah. We went on a whole
Whoa.
trail. Yeah.
Oh,
You galloped?
dude.
Not full gallop.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. Go.
No, there's different speeds.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
like can't like the
yeah, it's 4 speeds. I forget.
walk.
Like the
Any-
second, basically
yeah.
second gear. I was in second gear. I was like dunka 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 dunka, not
Yeah.
dunka 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 dunka
Yeah,
dunka dunka.
yeah,
It was
no,
like dunka
no, that
dunka
was
dunka.
second gear was already uncomfortable.
Second gear.
No.
Well, I mean, yeah, it was like
You gotta
whoa.
adjust. You gotta. I think for every yeah, you gotta
Pelvic
adjust.
bone.
All right, and with that, you guys,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
we hope you enjoyed listening to our yearly reflections and our
Yes.
focuses for the future.
Yes.
We're gonna close out the year with
And,
horses.
It's done.
Mia's done.
This, yes, Mia's expired. This has gone on for too long.
It's gone on for much too
So let's
long,
wrap this up.
as is customary, as is on brand.
Yes.
We really appreciate it, you guys being here. We've had a blast this year.
Yes.
And we hope you enjoyed listening to our reflections. Share them with us. Email us if there's something that you're focusing on
Yep.
next year that is aligned with something that we're focusing on.
That's
We
right.
can talk about it.
Yes.
And thanks to
episode.
all our guests that came on this year.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh,
That
we
was
are
awesome.
so lucky. More to come.
more to
But,
come.
Like that was like some of my favorite parts. It was awesome.
That was great.
Yeah.
All
so-
right.
and
Goodbye,
then,
guys.
And
I'm dying.
Goodbye,
Let's
goodbye.
wrap this
wishing
up.
Yeah, so wishing everyone a happy new year.
Happy New Year.
Happy
Then,
holidays. Happy New Year.
And then we're going to take a short break and then we'll be back.
That's right.
Ciao. We're gonna be back. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.